Hello and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically welcome back to, well, not just yet, a sunny Gran Canaria. I'm here today at the Baobab Hotel, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, and today is going to be a very exciting day because today, actually hold on, here's my backpack, can we get that, Ollie?
Yeah, lovely.
Today, that might have given you a cue, today, a clue, today I'm driving the Hyundai i30 FASTBACK N. This is a shape that I actually showed at the Paris Motor Show. This car was on display. They haven't been driven yet, and this is one of the first drives in the world. So we're gonna go out on it, we're gonna go out on the hills. There might be some rock climbing as well. Is there gonna be rock climbing, Ollie?
Apparently so, mate.
Last week they got in touch and they said there's gonna be some rock climbing. How would you rate your abilities at rock climbing via email? And I didn't want to say beginner, so I've said intermediate. I have since looked at the wall that we're going to be going to, and it's basically a cliff face. So this video might even just descend into me having some sort of serious accident. Ollie actually is a rock climber. You do rock climbing, don't you?
I enjoy it, yes.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but apparently I'm intermediate ability, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, more importantly, this car...
Lovely backpack.
Thank you very much. I've already made reference to it. This is the fastback shape. Well, where is our car? Which one is it?
That one in front of you, lad.
We've got various cars here in varying colours. So it'll be offered in 5 different colours. However, this is our one. This is a colour that was released specifically for the fastback, so it's probably the best colour to have actually. As you can see, they've labelled it all so we don't get confused whose car's who. This is ours for the day anyway, which is Chaos. There is Performance Blue one, which many of you will be familiar with, you know, all the racing cars in the Hyundai line, they're all Performance Blue. And then we've got red ones down there as well. It's Chaos basically, but this one's ours. So without further ado, I'm going to put my goods in the back.
Get them in there, lad.
Yeah. And we'll go into the technical abilities of the car, why I think this car is so cool, and whether or not actually one of these might make an appearance in my garage. This is quite cool actually. Some sort of like strut brace in the back here. This is a serious piece of kit. I'm excited to get out on this. It'll be offered first things first in a performance variety, 275 PS, and a standard variety, 250 PS.
Wrong side, lad.
Yep, I need that. Crisps. We're going to head then somewhere slightly more scenic than the front of the hotel, show you guys what this car can do, what it sounds like, and exactly why it's so special. So Ollie, do you want to stop filming my face and come around? I've got snacks in the boot, by the way.
I'm coming.
Yep. So then we have arrived at the driving road. They have hired out a private road for us to test out these cars. Everyone's made it in one piece, I'm pleased to report. I'm standing in front of a big N, and at this point many of you will be wondering, what is the N all about? The N on the Hyundai N range stands for the place in Korea that the car was developed, and I'm not going to insult the Koreans by trying to pronounce the place because I'm useless, I don't know how to pronounce stuff, so it stands for that, and also Nürburgring, where these cars were tested. So that is what the N is all about, and that's kind of their sporty line. They also do an N line of the N range, which is all the kind of sporty trim, but without the power. But these are the full fat versions, and we're about to go up a very windy mountain road. So we'll see how this goes. It is a left-hand drive and it is a manual, so I'm not used to changing gear with my right hand. I'm bad enough with my left hand, so we'll see how this goes. It's got rev matching and all sorts of cool stuff in N mode, but I will take you through the features of the car and what it sounds like, because we've just been going through some tunnels on the way here, and it is chaos. It's absolute mayhem. Here we go, we've got a red one coming in. What's going on here? It does look quite good in red actually. I don't really like red cars, but it does look good. No, we've had a stall. Can happen. Right then, so what do we have here? We have the Hyundai, as I've already touched on, i30 FASTBACK N. That means it is the first C-segment hot variety that Hyundai has made. And and that means it's got all the features that I've touched on many times on my channel from the original i30N hatchback, which you all know that I love. So then the car is equipped with a 2-litre TGDI engine, which means it pumps out 275 PS, which is about 275 brake horsepower, and 353 Newton meters of torque. Are you getting this?
I am.
Excellent. It is priced at $29,995, and as of the point this video goes out, it will actually be for sale in the United Kingdom. That is the 21st of January, if we're on schedule.
We will be.
We're probably not. I'm also on this private driving road here, so I'm doing my best not to have a crash whilst also talking through the car. I'm currently in N mode, which means it's kind of set up for track driving, and you get all sorts of hilarious features like the overrun on the exhaust. There is also rev matching, there's launch control, and there is also something to do with brake load. So when you go into high G corners on brakes, it backfills the braking pressure, which I'm not clever enough at driving to really know what that means, but it's clever stuff basically.
Very clever.
You can vouch for that. I'm so concentrating, I'm not trying to kill us. I'm literally driving like a granddad, but still, I can't multitask, this is chaos. But I can confirm it's a huge amount of fun, and having driven the hatchback variety of this, there really is no difference between the two, other than the fact that this looks slightly different, it's got a lot more space in it, and I feel this is potentially probably for a slightly older market kind of demographic, possibly. We nearly just died.
We did.
So yeah, this is kind of the more civilized, possibly more civilized version of it, with the sloping rear deck, which you've already seen in some of the B-roll so far. We're coming up to a hairpin, lad. How fast can I do it?
Not sure. It does shift as well.
It's quick.
It does shift.
Okay, no, I'll try not to kill us. We need this video out. We need the AdSense. Yeah, we can't die.
Very important.
And then yeah, so you can hear the rev matching as you come down, shifting down, matching the revs down into second to go around here, and then to the bottom of the track. Should we get out and do a little walk around?
Let us do such a thing.
Let's do that. Okay, this being YouTube then, let's do a walk around of the car, because that is what we do in these videos. So as I touched on earlier at the hotel, this is Shadow Grey, a colour specifically launched for this car, the Fastback. And you can tell that it's the N model because you'll see it is clad with these 19-inch alloys, which are very nice. You've got red brakes in there with the N detailing on it. You've got a new front splitter here with red detailing on the front. You've obviously got the N badge on there, which is also very aggressive. We like that. Coming around the car then, come with me, come with me. We've got side skirts emblazoned, embossed with the N logo also. And we have all new, obviously, to the Fastback sloping deck, which is very nice actually, very nice. And boot's probably not going to be open now. It is quite no, it's not. Did you expect this to go well? You shouldn't have done. Buttocks. Yeah, very well. I'm in comfortable clothing because at some point, as I mentioned earlier, I will be scaling some sort of rock face. Yep. So yeah, it is quite practical in here.
You could get in there.
Well, I was already getting in.
Get in there.
Yep, I can confirm.
Are we closing this?
My spine. Yeah, go for it, mate.
Chaos!
What is it?
Chaos!
Very well. Oh lad, how do you open this?
No, you're joking.
No, I've done it.
I was flapping. I was actually flapping.
I can open it, I do apologise.
If I was wearing some sort of heart rate monitor, you'd see a sharp
Spikes.
spike. Yeah.
Lots of spikes.
So that's quite a good test, wasn't it?
Nice shoes, by the way.
Thank you. As you all know, I'm absolutely enormous, and even I can fit in the boot. So that is a very good thing. So come around the back then. We have got Fastback on here, reminding you. We have this cool diffuser actually, and there's this reflective stripe the whole way along. And we were driving along in the dark last night actually, and all you could see was this kind of diffuser bobbing along, and obviously the lights. The sports exhaust as well is really cool. As standard, I can confirm that it's extremely noisy, and when you put it in N mode or N custom, it backfires and makes a ridiculous amount of noise. Shall I turn it on? Do some revs?
Yes, please.
We'll do some drive-bys and stuff and you can hear it, but it makes a lot of noise, which I like a lot because I'm not very bright.
Yep.
We like that. So inside the car then, ignore the clutter, we have been in this car all day and we're keeping hydrated, which is also a very important thing to bear in mind. Not just reviewing cars, but just in general. So inside the car then, you have actually a choice when you're optioning these, kind of suede or Alcantara. I think it's suede actually. It's suede, I've been reliably informed. And there is also a leather option, I believe. There are 2 seat options anyway. They are very nice. They cosset you very accurately. They have bolsters, they're good. They're the same seats as I believe as in the hatchback. I might have got that wrong, who knows? But they're good seats anyway. Tech-wise, it's all fully loaded as standard. 29,995 will get you a car in exactly the same spec as this. The only option is a manual gearbox, which is great. It shifts very accurately. It's a 6-speed box, and reverse, you just clip it up and then across. Everything's anodized, sort of aluminium feel to it. Everything's great. Everything's great. Nothing much to report in here in terms of niggles that annoy me. Everything feels well built. The infotainment works well, and that is an 8-inch touch screen. And as I said, that comes as standard. You don't have to pay extra for it as you do in a lot of cars. It just comes fully loaded, which is great. Steering wheel wise, you've got N emblazoned on there and red stitching, perforated leather, a nice sports steering wheel. There are a lot of functions on here, but it's not too fussy actually. Everything works very well, and you've got the M mode on there as well. You've got a kind of a little checker flag to denote the fact you have put it into silly mode. You've got N mode, which just comes as standard with loads of sort of the silly features, rev matching, all the like, and you can do N custom, which means you can have all sporty features, but then, for example, what I do quite a lot of the time is dial back the suspension because UK roads are terrible. So there we go. Nothing much else to report in here. Lots of space. Obviously, you've got back doors. Maybe I'll go and sit in the back and just report what it's like back there. I've not been there. There you go. There we go. You'll also notice that my name is on the window here because I'm very, very, very important. I'm a very, very famous YouTuber. I have a blue tick on Instagram and all sorts, so it's getting quite serious. In the back here, then, there's a lot of leg room, a lot of height room, headroom, leg room. There we go. Those are the correct terms. There's a little net for your stuff. All in all, yeah, fine, good, not cramped at all, happy with that. And the seats as well, the kind of red stitching, the sporty feel does transfer into the back here as well. I hope you're getting a good idea of it because the road here is really, really cool. It's literally just been cordoned off just for the i30N fastback drive. It's cool. It's very cool. Right, I'm gonna get out then. We'll do some drive-bys and we'll listen to this thing. Because that's one of the best things about it, to be honest, the noise this thing makes. They've been kind of hounding around the hills here. We've had to select our moment carefully. They've been causing a lot of noise. It's great. So a very kind of abrupt transition then. I am now at a motorsport pop-up event at a racetrack. I'm about to jump in the TCR car with Gabriele Tarquini, who many of you will have heard of, many of you won't have done. Google him anyway. He knows what he's doing. Anyway, I'm going to jump in this thing and I'm going to go around the track. It's been very rushed. Mainly my fault, I've been delayed playing with drones and stuff. But we're now at the track, so I'm going to jump in, hopefully get a GoPro in there, and you guys can go and see what it's all about in the TCR car, because this thing is bonkers.
It's for you.
Thank you. I don't know, it's for you. Just go, what is this?
To put on your head. Hairnet.
Chaos.
Yeah, get a photo of that. Yeah, you look nice.
Lovely. Birds holler at me. Okay, so it's now time. If I talk to this one, we're going to go in the TCR car. We're going to go around the circuit. We're doing it, mate. We're just GTV. Doesn't need to make sense. A little bit apprehensive. Apparently he's been going around all day and he's now a lot quicker than he used to be. Am I going in? See you later. Claude Hoppers. Hello, mate. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. So we're just putting the harnesses on while someone that knows what they're doing is doing it, and I'm being crushed. We have Gabriele Tarquini next to me here. And we're about to take off in the TCR car. I'm having photos taken as well. It's time to go. This thing's chaos. Look at it in here. It's carnage. Here we go then. All good.
How was it?
Good lord. He was giving it some. I thought it was a goner a few times, but no, he kept it together. Very impressive, very, very impressive. Okay, another activity then I've just been thrust into. Apparently I've just been introduced to Maurice and Horatio. I don't actually know if that's their names. I was paying very little attention. We're going rock climbing, so I'm strolling around now on some sort of like shale surface. The shale lad. Oh, it's chaos. So we're strolling up here. I don't know at this point. Chaos.
Marco! Is it Marco?
Horatio.
Horatio!
Maurice.
My man!
Oi oi. Bossy. Chap chap. Laddie. Bertie. Gibson. Here he goes.
También viene la chica. También viene la chica, ¿vale? No te preocupes
Something
mucho
about
por
a girl.
ella, yo la pillo en la entrada.
Vale. Very well. Is that it? Am I doing it right?
We're going up there, lads. Up we go.
Sorry, what?
Up there.
No, no.
Up there.
Can't be. That's not true.
Off we go.
Seriously?
Yeah, up that.
Well, it remains to be seen whether it actually happens or not. Who knows at this point?
Who does? How are the shoes, mate?
Yeah, fully suitable for rock climbing.
Good.
And rough, loose surfaces. At this point we've lost some people down
Come
there.
over here, there's a pathway right there.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Chaos!
Be
I don't know if that's
careful.
helpful. Yeah, be careful as well.
With loose rock. Come over here.
Maurice is pressing on.
He's trouble.
Yeah, now go
They're
up.
gone, forget them.
Yeah, great.
They're in, lad.
No, they're gone. Forget about them now. We've got things to do. Come on, Maurice, let's go. Yeah, chaos.
This is like a pant, okay? You insert one leg here and one leg over here.
Ah, very well done. I wasn't, yeah. This is chaos. What happens?
Right leg?
No, but on this here. Oh no, this is
On top here?
Oh, on top,
Inside,
yeah. I'm not very well, sorry.
Yeah.
See that?
And then
Ah,
this
like a
one.
pant.
Yeah, like a pant, okay?
Oh no, not like a pant.
Is that Supreme Hunts?
Pantaloons. Sorry, my clodhoppers are very, very enormous.
No problem.
Big feet, lads.
And
Lovely stuff, lad.
And then, well, I'm not getting the hang of this, am I?
Lovely stuff.
Yep, just preparing to go. Have you looked up there yet? I don't know what to expect.
These are actually quite good shoes for you.
They are really good, actually.
You've done well.
Yeah, so you're making jocular exchanges about my footwear, but actually I chose very well. Nicely does it there, lad. Yeah, no, I'm not taking a photo, mate. If we're doing an action, I can also. Oh my god. Yeah. Come on then, boy. Get on with it. How's that going for you, mate?
Oh, it's lovely.
Shall I just leave you there?
It smells good.
Hello. You messed this up, right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, you're strapped on, but you're still breaking like many limbs. Don't get me wrong.
It's chaos. It's chaos. To the top, lad. Ooh, quite a job you've got done there. Up you come.
Oh, God. This is actually
It's quite the conundrum, isn't it?
this is actual. No, cash on the move. Just a YouTuber climbing a mountain, nothing to see. In Balenciagas. Oh, nearly. Go on here, lad.
You look swell in those.
Chaos.
Fitness, yeah?
Yep.
Fitness and that. Lovely climbing there, lad.
Yeah, I'm good at this. Next.
Lovely stuff. Up you go. Are you ready, lad? Yeah. Go on then. Off you go. Get over there.
Chaos.
Get money. Have a good time, lad.
No. No, I did actually. I've never done that before. Huh?
I could tell.
No, don't be rude, mate, because I did more of it than you, so don't. On we go. I feel particularly agile now on the mountain terrain.
You're like a goat.
Yep.
Goat CGE.
Yep.
Oh man.
I've,
Ruckus.
I've got like just bric-a-brac all over me now. Look. A mistake?
Shoes okay.
No, they're actually trashed, but I don't really care.
Very well.
Yeah, very well. I'll just buy another pair. Okay. Right then, we are coming to the end now of this very action-packed Saturday. So to recap what I've done, I think I've actually got sunstroke and you fell over. I've done a thorough road test of the i30 FASTBACK N, which you see behind me here, and some rather breathtaking scenery. We'll show that in a second. The sun is actually setting, so we're going to go over to the viewpoint in a second. But this car, I didn't doubt that it would surprise me. It's been great. It's been absolutely great. They are on sale now, so if you want one, go and check it out. Take it for a test drive. All the rest of it, highly, highly recommended. And you've seen and heard what it sounds like. It's great. Anyway, we've also been to a racing track. I've been out in a TCR car with Gabriele Tarquini, which was chaos. I had a GoPro, that was everywhere. Sorry if that footage was terrible. I have climbed a mountain, which was mayhem. Ollie wimped out on the swinging thing. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
You did wimp out, and you're never going to forget it, and nor my audience.
No.
That was pathetic. And now I'm at the top of yet another mountain with the car, signing out. Let's get a little stroll anyway and see the scenery.
Nice shoes.
No. Stop looking at the shoes. You've had a go at me like the entire trip. Yours are in trouble. That's what happens.
They're fine.
You went rock climbing in them, and that's what happens.
I did.
Can I jump
Where are you off to?
Yes. So that is it then. Thank you so much for watching, and I actually want to end this video on a slightly more sensible note. I just want to say to all of you guys and girls watching, the only reason I get to do cool stuff like this is because you support me on YouTube, Instagram, and all the rest of it. So thank you very much if you are still watching this point. Don't know if you are or you're not. And I'll see you again very soon. Give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, do all the rest of it. You know what to do. Anyway, thank you very much. See you very soon. Bye.